Hi everybody, I'm back with our second card of the day. We're just going to do a quick, easy to lay out card with the Plentiful Plants bundle. Actually, we're just going to use the stamp set today and the designer series paper. If you don't have the Plentiful Plants, we just have a panel here and then also on the inside, so you can decorate that however you please. If you have some pretty flowers, you can add something here and then a sentiment, so whatever you like. The designer series paper has this really fun, it's kind of like a hanging plant, so I cut little strips of it, and on the back it's just kind of just a plain decorative piece, but this goes all the way across the top and the bottom of the 12 by 12 sheet, so you can cut it a full card base or whatever size you would like. I'm also using another piece of the designer series paper, and that is the little brick pattern. So it has leaves on one side and then a little brick. So you can use this for a brick wall or a shelf or a pathway or anything fun on your cards. So we're gonna just use a garden green card and just do some simple stamping and adhering of paper to cardstock. So we'll first put our little strip of the greenery there hanging down from our wall. And now I'm going to stamp first because I want to stamp and then put my brick there. So I have my two pieces of basic white, and we're going to stamp in garden green and cinnamon cider. So nice and easy here. So let's see, I didn't put everything on my blocks yet, so I guess I should do that. I've got a pot. Why don't I use a different pot for this one? So we'll use, instead of that cute little pot with the handles, let's use the clay pot. So I'm just going to lay this here just to give me an idea where I want my pot, and then stamp it. And these stamps are really cool because they give you shading right on the stamps, so that's a nice effect. Okay, so what plant should I put in my pot? We've got all sorts of selections here of plants. Let's see. Maybe I'll do something different this time. How about this one? I think that's not the same one I used before, so we'll use a different one. And grab a little bit bigger block here. And we'll stamp this plant in garden green. And if I wanted to do a little masking here, just to make sure my plant doesn't stick onto the outside, I'm just using a piece of scrap paper here. And I'm going to do this one a couple of times just to give it a little more body there. And it looks pretty similar. Actually, it looks very similar to that one, so, but it is a different, I used the smaller stamp instead of the larger one here. So there's also this fun kind of hanging plant that would be great. So all different possibilities. And then I'm going to put my bricks down here at the bottom. And then I'll go back later and put a sentiment across the top there. Maybe I'll do something different. There's a lot of cool ones here. Love you. You touched my heart. Thank you. So that will be fun. And that will just go right on there. And then I can stamp my inside panel as well. So I just put one of the greeneries and then a little note. Another fun thing I saw somebody do is just stamp up this first part of a little note and not use this second part. So you can just stamp on the edge of your ink pad, or you can use your stamp and write markers to just get that. And the other thing you could do is put a little tape over the rest of it and then pull the tape off before you actually stamp on your paper. So there's a lot of ways to omit different words and just get partial words. Okay, I just wanted to show you a couple ways you could step up this card. Part of this suite are these fun lattice pieces, and they're pretty heavy duty, so they're kind of nice little pieces to use in your gardening collection here. So I could put that down first, and then add my panel with the plant. These can be cut into pieces too, so you could use just a small piece of it. Another thing that kind of goes with this suite, which is not really, it's kind of separate because it's in the back of the catalog with the embossing folders, but there's this macrame 3D embossing folder. So I could also put a panel like that on top. So I have both the designer paper and this macrame embossing folder. And so that would be another way to use that card. So I think I have pictures of all of these on the handout here just to give you some extra ideas to use with your projects. And I hope you enjoyed this quick, easy layout, and I will see you in a couple minutes with the last card.